I think it'll be fascinating to watch the Clippers this year. Uh, and I'll tell you, if they actually play the way they can and everybody stays healthy, fingers crossed, that's always a big deal. Ask the Lakers. If they do, they actually could win this whole thing. And it would be remarkable. And it'd be even more remarkable with them winning it with LeBron across the hall. That would be painful for the Lakers if the Clippers were able to put it all together this year. Now, when you talk about Kawhi Leonard, I've got to believe there's going to be a minutes restriction. And you go, oh, my God, really? They're monitoring his minutes? I would say this. You know, in the NBA, guys play a certain number of minutes. And there are rotations built. And everybody basically knows when they're going in. If something dramatic happens, sure, the coach may have to go to the bench and pull somebody out and stick them in the game. But in basketball, you know how many minutes you're going to play. So when you hear he might be on a minutes restriction, you don't go, well, there you go. See, he's not playing. No. He's playing so many minutes a game, like everybody plays so many minutes a game. My feeling is if it's a close game and he's hit his restriction, or that's enough for tonight, he'll stay in the game.
Also consider he's coming off of an ACL injury. So a lot of times it takes up to 2 full years to come back to whatever normal is for you. So a lot of guys coming off of ACLs. Klay Thompson last year was even on a minutes restriction, even in the midst of them going in the playoffs. So I know it's Kawhi Leonard, and people say that, he always wants to take time off and wants to be 100%. It's just a smart thing to do. I even saw Chris Haynes tweet earlier today. The Clippers are considering bringing Kawhi off the bench to kind of conserve him a little bit and manage his minutes better.
Okay, and if they do that, he'll be happy to come off the bench.
Yes, he will, unlike some others.
He won't complain. He won't have a problem with it, and whatever it takes. And this is a guy that we've seen, and it's been proven that he can be on any minutes restriction he so chooses, and the team can win a championship playing that way. He can do it. Did it in Toronto. So people saying, oh, he's not playing. Why is he's got to be in there for them to win it? No, he's proven that he can do it in a way that protects his body so he can be built for the playoffs and make a playoff run. So whatever that takes, he's a guy that can flip that switch when come playoff time. We've seen it.
I would say this. So the way we look at our sports in Los Angeles, everybody picks a side. You love the Lakers, you hate the Clippers. You love the Clippers, you hate the Lakers. Okay, we understand that. You are a fan of whatever team you're a fan of, and we just happen to have a lot of teams here. But even if you are a basketball fan at all, just keep an eye on the Clippers this year. Check them out. I know Laker fans tonight will get really upset if the Lakers are blown out. And that very well could happen. I mean, the line is, 5 now, Kevin?
I think it was 2. I'll check on that. I think it's around 5 now, though, yes.
Okay. So it's a 5-point line. Close game, however it plays out. Do yourself a favor this year. Keep an eye on the Clippers. Nobody's paying us to say this. Nobody's making us say this. I'm just saying they're going to be really interesting. They should be really good. And if you're a basketball fan at all,
I don't think people will be shocked by that either. I mean, we're saying, but I don't think it's a shock to anybody that the Clippers are going to be pretty good.
Yeah, but here in this city,
outside of this city, people are saying that Clippers are the favorite.
Right.
A lot of people are saying it. So it's not going to be a shock if they get all the way to the finals and win it.
Right.
But you're right. And this by the Lakers, and because they haven't won, people kind of look at them side eye and with a little disrespect because they haven't closed any deal. And if anything, they've been underachievers in times where they've been kind of favorites to go deep, or people looked at them with excitement. Oh, this is the year. They have not done that. So there's kind of wait and see, show me attitude when it comes to the Clippers.
Outside of Los Angeles, the Clippers have always had a much higher profile and garnered far more respect. Not so much in town because, they're battling the behemoth across the hall. Keep an eye on them this year. Just keep an eye on them. We're going to keep an eye on them. Or you can listen to them. Keep an ear on them right here because we have them on a radio station. So there are expectations for the Clippers and also, Rodney, out of the clear blue. And I don't think anybody would have forecast this at the beginning of the year. Suddenly, rightly or wrongly, there are expectations for UCLA football. They play Oregon this weekend. This is a huge game. The Bruins have already beaten Utah. If they beat Oregon, I think they have pretty much planted the flag as the best team in the pack and a team that if they win out, Or, God forbid, when they play USC for you, they beat UCLA or USC and beat them soundly. They might have a chance at a national playoff spot, Rodney.
Oh, absolutely. They play enough good teams at the time that they're playing them that they have to be into consideration for sure to get a playoff spot. If they run the table, 100%. Look, what UCLA's 9, Oregon's ranked 10, I believe, right?
Yep.
Oregon's ranked 10, so that's a great win if they do that. They beat Utah at a time when Utah was 7th or something like that, or
Yes.
maybe a little higher than that. I don't know, 7th or they were top 10 though, I believe Utah was when they beat them. So they beat 2 top 10 teams, and then by the time they play USC should crawl back into the top 10. So if they happen to beat USC at the end of the year, that could be 3 top 10 teams when they faced them that they have beaten. And certainly by that time, I would assume that UCLA is hovering around 4 or 5 in the country in terms of rankings. And then just would have to go close the deal in the Pac-12 championship game, which is another, repeat game against probably a Utah or USC. Well, if it's USC, they probably won't play again. But they very well could.
They could.
Like if USC beats UCLA, an unbeaten UCLA, they very well could turn around and play each other again.
Right. Because of the way they're doing
this
it
year.
this year.
The way it's set up this year, right?
Yeah. So in this city, UCLA is very much like the Clippers, right? In basketball, it's the Lakers and then the Clippers. Clippers should be really good this year. Clippers could win it all. In college football, it's always USC, UCLA. If you went to UCLA or you're a fan of the Bruins, you know it's true. You know that's a true statement. But the expectations are so high this year, given what UCLA has done, that maybe, somehow, some way, they nip at them a little bit. They yip them a little bit. It's like the Clippers could yip the Lakers a little bit.
They say they're like a little dog nipping at your ankles, Fred.
Yeah, just we're going to let you know we're here. But unlike in the past, we're not going away. We're going to keep nipping until we bite your leg off.
Sound like Matt Campbell, Fred.
That's right.
Yeah,